For a woman who has represented Nigeria in many ways, a citation is read in her honor by Channels Television news anchor Ijoma Onyato, exposing her many contributions to the industry, which she has given her all.
Mrs. Bimbo Oloyede has been a broadcast professional for 40 years. She was employed by the then NBC on September the 1st, 1975, and began as an assistant producer in the drama department. A few months later, when the NTA was established, she became a pioneer member of the network news team. In 1976, she became the first woman to cast the network news. She has initiated, produced, and presented other programs on radio and television, and over the years has also trained several industry professionals, as the people at the back can testify. When she left the NTA, her husband, Pt.3 Oloyede, who was incidentally her boss at the drama department, she remains active within the non-governmental sector, facilitating at various workshops, training on leadership, communication, and media interaction, especially among students and women's groups. From the year 2000 till date, WADEF has celebrated International Women's Day by hosting the Rare Gems Awards, giving out 100 awards to those who have made worthy contributions to the attainment of the Millennium Development Goals. Bimbo Oloyede has been married for 37 years and has children and grandchildren. Ladies and gentlemen, Mrs. Bimbo Oloyede.
Wow, Mrs. Bimbo Oloyede remains standing. Please, ladies and gentlemen.
It is an honor well deserved as a plaque in recognition for her good works is presented to her by the former Director General of the Nigeria Broadcasting Corporation, Dr. Chris Kolade.
Bimbo is one person who has continued to be the example. Not just an example, but the example. So congratulations.
I don't think it would be a good idea for me to go home without saying, firstly, thank you to God for this child that he has given to us all, not just to me alone, to him first, and then to the world at large. And I thank the Lord for having been with her right through, from her infancy up to now, but most especially in the last 40 years. I want to say how happy I am for where she is, where she goes to, the different meetings she attends, and I want to ask God to be with you all and to increase your divine wisdom, your divine knowledge, your divine understanding, and make you move, and all of us move from strength to strength, holding up what is right, holding up what is correct, and to know that there is a God we have to be afraid of, not afraid to be afraid of, but a God that we are afraid of, but with love. And may the Lord help us all. In Jesus' name I pray.
If I was invited here to celebrate someone who's done 40 years in broadcasting, probably would have been no big deal. But what was special about it was being outstanding. I'm not just full of pride for Bimbo, I'm also full of a little bit of envy. But then I'm happy for her. So before I leave this place, ladies and gentlemen, let's raise our glasses to Bimbo Oloyede.
And then a toast to many more happy years.
What I think is so special about this occasion, number one, hardly do we as broadcasters, hardly do we celebrate each other. We spend all our lives celebrating everybody else and we forget about ourselves. So this is very unique for that reason. The second reason this event is unique is because I would like to think that this is the official beginning of the 20th anniversary of Channels Television. I'm very happy that out of that 20-year journey, I have spent 12 years with Channels. I must confess that I cannot imagine being with any other TV station in Nigeria. I can't.
Finally, just what all have been anticipating, the dance floor officially opens.
Mom, I wish you everything that you wish for yourself. You're such a special woman, and I couldn't have asked for any better than you. Congrats, and I hope, praying for you for another 20 or 30 years to be in broadcasting, maybe not, but I hope you'd never die. I love you, and I will love you forever.
Everybody wants
The number 40 is connected to fulfillment and promise. Here is wishing Mrs. Bimbo Oloyede a future paved with even greater achievements in good health. Okay, all right. I'm sure you saw my really nice dance moves there. It's still Metrofile on Channels Television, and I say congratulations to Mrs. Bimbo Oloyede. It's been 40 beautiful years for you, and all we wish you is well. But this is where we draw the curtains on today's edition of Metrofile. I'm sure you had so much fun like I did. Thank you so much for being a part of the show. Remember to continue this. Just go to our website, channelstv.com. Join us on our YouTube channel. You can watch this edition and past edition as many times as you want. Thank you so much for being a part of the show again. I'm Anne Mwawade. Well, I will go back in there to continue the fun.